Ladies and gentlemen, sorry.
What's
Ladies
up?
and gentlemen, welcome to another BuzzRadio.net interview. I've got Yamil and David from Thurkills Vision. Sorry for the tongue twister there. What's up, guys?
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. How's the weather out there?
The typical New England weather. It's about 35. A nice little 35.
Oh my God, that's too
pretty
cold. For me.
Pretty cold. I mean, I'm jealous.
We got a few people in the the chat room. If you guys want to ask any questions, feel free, and we'll try to squeeze them in. I've been wanting to get you guys on an interview for a while now. I know you guys are across the United States, and I'm over here in Los Angeles, but I appreciate you guys taking the time, and just want to say right off the bat, you guys put out some kick-ass music, man. I mean, it's some really, really good stuff. You guys are one of my favorites. Just to let you know.
We appreciate it. We really do.
It sounds like you put a lot of work and effort into getting getting really tight. I mean, I'm sure you guys go for it.
No, yeah, it's like, we definitely appreciate, the kind of words and everything. We do. We try to pour our hearts into our music and just really work hard at, just delivering a good, piece of art is the way we see it. And, we like to deliver it for our fans,
Exactly, man. Well, you're doing a good job. What do you think about that, David?
I appreciate all the support. Like you said, I've been loving music forever now, and I'm happy to experience this with our fans and grow. As much as we're growing as musicians, our fans are growing as well. So having their support is only letting us do what we love to do. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm sure you guys have a pretty good fan base, right?
Yeah. A lot of our fans are really showing their power of support. Like we won Uproar, Battle of the Bands.
Nice.
They had we had a lot of support by them. Their voices were spoken, and we shared the stage with a couple of national bands. Seven Dots, Bullet for My Valentine.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it was a great experience, but we couldn't have done that experience without our fans and having them on our side. So we appreciate all the support they give us.
That's awesome. So how long has Thurkills Vision been around?
We've been around. Most of us have been high school buddies.
Mm-hmm.
But we probably formed, I'd say 2008, and ran into some lineup changes, here and there till we found a solid core that is Thurkills Vision now.
Right. That's pretty awesome. Who's the main composer or the person that puts everything together in the band, or is that a group effort?
For the most part, we try to make it as group effort as possible. As far as the band being formed, me and Yami got together a while ago. Like you said, we grew up together back in high school. So as soon as we hooked up, we went ahead and just going around and trying to find musicians that fit in our what we exactly want to do. So me and him, for the most part, started the journey, but we all put the same effort now. Now that we're a solid core as 5 people, we all put the same effort. We all put in effort to write. We all put in effort to reach out to our fans and all that type of stuff.
That's awesome. When you guys were growing, you guys seem like you're pretty young, correct?
Yeah. The singer, me, I'm the youngest at 24.
Okay. So
but we're in the same age group for the most part, 24, 25.
That's awesome. I was going to ask you, what were your musical influence growing up?
A great band from the California area, Korn right off the bat, obviously.
Nice. Yes.
Tons of bands, your Panteras, your Slipknots, for me it's like the Beatles, all kinds of, our music influence is just so vast between the 5 of us that I think that's what helps us create the sound, that who we are as a band, just a mix of everything. We just like to take a little bit of everything from different genres and kind of put it in a pot and just create music from the heart.
It sounds like it's from the heart. It's pretty hard driving stuff. What would you, if you had to put a label on you guys for the genre, what would you put it as? Or could you?
Most people will probably say rock metal band. I would say heavy rock metal band.
It's tough. It's tough kind of putting us.
It's tough because you could throw one song on, it'll be a little this genre. Then you go ahead and you put this song on, and then it's this other kind of genre of music. So it's kind of tough to really put a label of what genre we fit in.
I agree with that. Because some of your stuff's like really hard, and the other stuff's not as hard. But there's a really heavy, to me, emphasis. What really sticks out in my mind is the vocals. I mean,
Yes.
it's really some good stuff.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, how's the scene out there? And you're in the Boston area?
Yeah, we're in the greater Boston area. The scene around here, I mean, if you want to call it a scene, it's very vast. I mean, there is a lot of, we were the hardcore capital of the nation, pretty much, like, because there's a lot of, the hardcore scene is always thriving here, and the heavy shit, people like that. But there's tons of great bands, a lot of great bands, local bands that we get to share the stage with too. It's very diverse. You have a lot of, you just straight up hard rock band, doing their thing. But I guess right now it's thriving more than it was, I don't know, a few years, probably 2 or 3 years ago when it kind of died down.
I think, yeah, I think in all areas. I mean, I'm seeing even over here, there's a lot more, hard rock, metal, if you want to call them that, bands popping up here and there. It's getting big again.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. I guess for us, perfect timing.
Exactly. So you guys have how many CDs out?
Right now we're working on, we have our EP out, For the Sleeping. We had a whole bunch of other songs beforehand, but we just released our EP out. Was there enough to go back to the studio and get another CD going. But we just went ahead and released our new single, Be Gone. That will be featured in our new CD when it comes out.
Now, where can people hear this?
Be Gone can be on iTunes. You can go on Thurkillsvision.com. You can find us everywhere, though. Facebook, like all those types of websites as well.
You guys are everywhere. Let me ask you about the meaning behind the song "Be Gone."
The meaning behind the song "Be Gone" basically was inspired by the idea of, for me personally, it was dealing with a certain relationship where you wanted to move on from it, in a sense where it took so much of your time and of your life and everything else that at a certain point you have to let something, you have to close the door basically for others to open. So it was basically inspired by by a situation like that, but as I like to leave space and room for our listeners and fans to interpret it the way that they would, so that they gain something in their own personal experiences or whatnot.
Isn't that a wonderful thing about music? It's so emotional.
Yes, absolutely.
You can release.
Yeah. To me personally, and when we write, we really treat our music as as art. We have a few artists, actual artists in the band who paint and draw and all kinds of things. And it's pretty much the same idea behind it all, because we treat our music as art. So we like to put everything in there, like leave space for the listener to express themselves. Like, this song means this to me, and I thank you for writing it. We've heard a bunch of cool things like that, and it makes you feel good. That's all good.
So when you guys have your shows, I'm sure people start mosh pits everywhere, correct?
Yeah. For the fact, I mean, where it's allowed, I mean, it happens, but most places have strict rules sometimes, and that kind of like, we have fun with it because we're like, we're gonna rock out with or without any movement out there. So, but it's hard for our fans to kind of contain themselves sometimes because they really want to let go and let loose and rock the fuck out.
Dude, that's some. I mean, the stuff I've listened to, it's pretty heavy. It makes you want to move.
I mean, we aim to please in that area because we were all like, the bands we grew up listening to, all the shows we were going, to growing up, all the arena shows. Right. Which is something that in this day and age you don't see a lot of bands doing, which is something that I personally and the rest of the guys would love to bring back.
Oh, heck yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The atmosphere of those shows and just everything, it was just like, I still remember, I just totally love everything, and I'd love to be the band to bring that back.
I remember going to Pantera shows. Seems like I bring up Pantera every interview I do, but there's nothing compares to that. I mean, just the energy and the size of the people. You know what I'm saying?
I actually had the honor to see Pantera, the full lineup at the Sonnus Arena. I was blown away by it. Like, I've seen what they did, and I went back to practice the next day, and I just wanted to kill my drum set after witnessing that.
Yeah, man.
It's complete mood change when they were setting up is the way we would describe it. You know,
it was just
it's
amazing.
just like, it's unbelievable.
So what do you think was the big change, you know, from bands doing big arena shows to like doing smaller venues like House of Blues and stuff like that?
What do you like? Is there a question like what do I think about that, or like what do I think it's the blame for that?
Yeah, what is the blame for that? What do you think happened?
What do I think happened? My own honest opinion is I think people, the newer generation of musicians, I guess, or just band guys or whatever, started writing music for different reasons, and I guess kind of lost a little bit of the realness and, that raw power, which was what catapulted a lot of the great bands to, get to where they got, in my opinion. And I think, you also have the industry kind of, fucking things up, I guess, but I don't know. Like I said, I'd like to be the band who just says, hey, man, let's bring some of that, real power shit back and just pack these places, man.
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, I can't even think of what happened. I know that a lot of it has to do with greed and the way everything's changed and the downloading.
Oh,
I mean,
God,
you can't stop technology, but it's a
shame. Another thing too is that with the economy doing the poorly as it is, you go to a concert and they want to get paid too. So, we used to see like pay like $25 for a ticket and you can see like 3 nasty bands, but now you pay $50 and you only get to see one nasty band, but that one nasty band can't afford to have another national to support them because they just want to get paid as much. So everything's getting expensive too. So the economy's kind of taking a toll on us bands as well. Even when we travel out there, with the gas rates and all that. So I can only imagine what their budget's looking like traveling out there. So, and trying to get people to go to shows and to, afford their tickets and make a night out of it. It's an expensive night.
I agree with you. I mean, it's just, you can't even describe how the economy is, I mean, compared to at least not even, like 10 years ago. It's just like...
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm so glad that, I'm pretty pumped that when I grew up, when the 90s was going on, is that I get to experience some sick concerts. Like, I look at my, my little cousins and all that, and I wish they had the experiences that I've had, but, I would never take back some of the experiences that I was able to see. I've seen a lot of phenomenal bands, and now that I go to concerts, it's not even the same, not even close.
Dude, I totally agree with you. I saw, in fact, the 90s were the best time of my life for seeing live music, and yeah, nothing compares to it. I mean, I basically just go to show, not underground, but just like unsigned band shows. That's what I'm doing now because I get more out of it than I would a big show. I don't know.
Oh yeah, God, you can just see like the local bands ride for it. They'll play in front of 20 people, and they'll go nuts as if they're going and play in front of 5,000 people. That's how we are. Like, we don't care. Like, if there's 5 people, if there's 100 people, if there's 1,000 people, we're gonna give everything we've got into that show, no matter how many people go, because we have people traveling all over the place to see us, and they're gonna pay $10, $15 for a ticket, and we're gonna go ahead and play our balls off. What I mean, and give them what they paid for.
Exactly. What's the farthest you've ever traveled to do a show?
Well, right now we're hitting like a lot of Maine, Connecticut, Rhode Island.
Just basically the New England area. Basically, we want to dominate in our, own genre and everything, and spread our music in our local area, and definitely branch out. We're definitely looking to doing some touring this coming year, and hopefully we will be in the West Coast and do some badass shit down there.
Dude, that would kick ass.
We are very excited. Trust me. We've been definitely working with management on setting up tours for this year, but nothing is set in stone yet. But we definitely will be out there, and we're going to give you a taste of the Thurkills Vision madness.
I guarantee people would love to see you guys, and they would just dig you. I mean, I'm sure not a lot of people probably know about you out here, but I could be wrong. But I know you would be accepted very well out here. That music is just awesome.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, like I said, we're just trying to take all the areas that we can, and spreading our music, and we're lucky to have great people like you guys supporting us out there, and showcasing our music, which is a huge help to us. So we obviously appreciate every single thing that people do, and all our connections and our fans and everything. You know, it's been great. It's been a great 2011 for us.
That's awesome. So let's get back to the club scene now. Do you guys do a lot of pay to play, or do you play a lot of free clubs, or is it an equal balance?
For the most part, we usually get paid to go out there.
Nice.
Just because it's expensive to do things, you know, to fuel up for us to get down there and all that stuff. So we usually get paid. We usually get paid to play. But you know, once in a while, we'll go ahead and we'll throw a free show, have a whole bunch of people come out, and you know, kind of do like a appreciation kind of thing for our fans. So we'll invite all our fans, friends, family to come on down. We won't charge anything at the door, and we'll just rock out with them and not even care to make a dime off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome. Did you guys ever go through a party phase where you played like backyard parties or anything?
Oh my God, yeah. Those are some of the best things. You know, that was, you know, more fuel to the tank. I had unbelievable times at some parties. You know, you'll show up and they have nothing for us to plug into or whatever, and we just showed up and we just rocked out. It's because we love what we love to do, and it's an addictive thing. So no matter where we are, we'll do it. Even if we show up at a house and they have, you know, a drum set, you know, a couple of guitar rigs and a PA, you know, we'll just jump on there anyways and just go nuts.
Before we get any further, do you want to just give a shout out to the band members so everybody knows who's involved with Thurkill?
Yes. So right now you're talking to Yami, vocals, Dave, drums. We also have Matt Broughton on bass, Bobcat on guitar, and Eric Williams on guitar. There's no rhythm or lead because they kind of switch off just for the fans.
Awesome. That's cool, man. Okay, let me just ask you this before we get out of the club thing. What was the worst possible gig you guys ever had or played?
Oh, Jesus, like recently or in our lifetime?
Just whenever, man. Whatever comes to mind.
I guess we won't really you know, name any.
No, you don't have to name anything.
But there was one that we booked the show. Everything was pretty solid as far as, like, you know, the places that we are used to playing, and then we show up, but it wasn't exactly what we thought, and we made the best out of it. It was more like a basement, but you know, we made it work. We made it work. I mean, cool. It's weird because we try to have a positive outlook on everything. So sometimes, you know, you won't have the best sound, you won't have the best, you know, venue or whatever, but you find something that went well, and you try to, you know, make that, you know, the big highlight of the night, I guess. You know, we just try to keep a positive mindset, I guess.
That's good. I mean, anybody that's into music that plays in a band, they just want to jam. They don't really look at where they're at. They're just happy to jam. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what allows us to do that, because, you know, we're happy that we are, if you want to call it a demand, that we have fans that want to see us play, and that we can actually book places, and places want us to come down. And so, you know, we're always grateful for that. And it's just, you know, if we don't have that, you know, then obviously we just stay up in our jam room and play to ourselves forever, and you know, that would suck, because we really love sharing our music with fans. We you know, we go nuts. We you know, we have the stage presence and everything, but it's more about getting the fans involved with you and having them feel that, you know, raw emotion.
Right. Now we're going to turn it on the other side. What was the best gig you ever played?
Oh, Jesus, I'd definitely say Uproar for me. Playing in front of, you know, 3,000-4,000 people was unbelievable. It was run by Rockstar, and it was sick. Like, I hit my bass drum, and that thing went off for miles and miles and miles. Like, my body rattled every time I hit it. So it was awesome. I had a blast. And another thing too is that the kids are very, very responsive to us. They came, they rushed the stage, we jammed out, the place packed up, and you know, we had like a 30-foot whole mosh pit. People were going nuts. We were watching playbacks of our video, people dropping on the floor. Like, everybody was just going nuts, like clapping, screaming. Like, it was sick. It was sick.
That's awesome, man.
And if you're listening now, you can actually go on our websites and stuff, and check out some videos and some pictures of that actual event that we're talking about.
And that's Thurkill.
It's Thurkillsvision.com, or you can search us on Facebook. Thurkills Vision, and you can see videos, you can see pictures, like all that fun stuff, and you'll definitely understand where we're coming from when you see those pics.
Yeah, I did see some pictures, and I was like, damn, these guys are rocking out over here.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
So, you guys already put out that one song, and you said you're Be Gone, and you said you're working on a full CD right now.
Yeah, we're just getting off the tour of launching our EP. We went around, we were promoting that right now. So right now we're gearing back into going to the studio to gear up for our next CD. But we were going through withdrawals as far as going into the studio, so we badly wanted to go back in. So we just went in there, mixed up the single, and dropped the single to hold the fans over and to hold us over, because we love being in there. But we'll definitely be sneaking in there back soon, and then we'll be coming up with a CD. I'm not officially on the date, but we'll definitely keep you guys posted.
So where can people actually buy your music right now, on iTunes?
Oh, yeah, iTunes is definitely a spot that you want to hit up for our tunes. iTunes, I would say, is definitely the best place to get our stuff.
No, just different websites, Reverb Nation, iTunes. I believe we're on some Bandcamp is another one that some people might know. But, the iTunes is very universal because everybody knows that. So most of our stuff, if not all, will be there for sure.
So are you guys taking a break right now from playing shows, or do you have anything lined up?
Well, no, we have a whole bunch of shows lined up. Like I said, we're hitting up Rhode Island, we're hitting up Connecticut, we're hitting up Maine. So, like, right now we're, over killing ourselves as far as playing, but at the same time we're coming back here and just gearing up for the CD. So we're trying to multitask as best as possible, but we love playing live and we love, writing, so we're trying our best to not take a crazy break. But I'm sure, sooner or later we're going to have to take a little break, obviously, when we're in the studio, because the studio does take some time up.
Right.
But when we come back out, we'll be coming guns blazing for the full.
That's awesome, man. Like I said, I would love to see you guys come out here, someday. I think you guys would just blow this place up. Oh
yeah, definitely. We're definitely dying to get out there. We're definitely, we're like Yamil was saying, we're just trying to expand right now. It's like a virus, we're just taking over little spots here and there and just starting to just spread our word. But the only way we can spread is if we have help from our fans, families, and people like yourself that spread the word for us and get us out there as fast as possible.
Exactly, dude. What does the future hold for Thurkills Vision? What do you see the future?
Well, you're going to ask me that question. The solid answer is just basically to get to share our music with the world, man. If a contract has to be involved, and so be it. We just want to be able to, make a living off of, just playing all over the world, as many people as we can, being able to say we got, an X amount of people in a room, all, coming together for one thing is,
right.
Our music, and, for the sake of, rocking out, having a good time, positive vibes, and people can, just let loose, you know what I mean? In this day and age, we kind of need to do that sometimes.
So do you think the music industry is going to, go even lower as far as everybody making it big, or do you think it's going to eventually bounce back?
The music industry is crazy and shady in its own way. I believe that, if there is the right formula there, in the talent and a good management team behind you, I think you can make something happen. But, that's neither here nor there, I guess.
I can see you guys making something out of all this. It's some good stuff. But we live in a time where everything's just easy access from the internet. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you would never think that you could post your own music, and, there was no Reverb Nation and all that. It's just so easy for bands to promote themselves nowadays.
Oh, yeah. We remember meeting some nationals, and they used to tell us, it's so much easier for you guys to promote yourselves out there nowadays. And we were like, yeah, that's true. But at the same time, now we have to battle with piracy and all kinds of, shit like that. So it's like it has its pros and cons, and I guess it's like, pick the less of two evils, I guess, in that sense. Who knows?
I know, that's the whole thing, man. They've got to try to figure out how they can promote without people stealing your music. It's hard to do.
Yeah, it was harder back in the day to spread yourself, but at the same time, it was easy to make money. But now it's like vice versa now.
It's almost like it's too easy to have access to this music, so people don't want to pay for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what brings us back to that when we're talking about concerts and stuff. It's just like over in the UK and all that, like they still put on phenomenal shows down there. It's because the people, just don't take advantage of it. They'll go out and you'll still YouTube, big day outs and all that stuff, and you'll see millions of people still lining up to go to these shows. But you come around here and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, they have some tremendous, like, huge shows over there.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous. Like, you'll see, like, Metallica, Slipknot, Korn all on one bill, and you're like, Jesus Christ. But then when you come down here, you only see one of them, and they want you to spend like $150 on one ticket.
That's ridiculous. So were you guys ever into Kiss growing up?
Yeah. Like, I probably won't say, like, I know every song, but yeah, for sure, absolutely. I love the Knights.
At the same time, they did their thing, and they did something right, so we respect it.
Absolutely.
It's always cool to, I mean, every band's like been into Kiss, Pantera. I mean, those like the two.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in the whole sense, like, people, the kids nowadays, like myself, and, I'm a fan. If you guys are into Slipknot and old bands like that, Kiss was, some of the first guys to do crazy shit like that, too. So I'm sure they inspired, that generation to bring us, even more madness, which was appreciated by me.
And you know what, though? People always talk shit about them because they sell Kiss coffins and they do that. Hey, if you can make money off it, why not do it, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, if I can sell a mug with my face on it and make money, I'm so down.
Exactly, man.
And matter of fact, that might be coming out soon, kids. You can go to Thurkillsvision.com and you'll see it.
Oh, shit. So you guys have pretty good merch out there on your site for sale?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We have shirts, we have stickers. You can get all that stuff on Thurkillsvision.com.
What's your hottest item to sell on?
Right now, our EP's selling pretty hard, and our unisex shirt right now is selling pretty hard right now.
Yeah.
But right now, we're amping up to 2012. We're going to be launching some new merch, and like I said, we're going to be launching new music and all that stuff. So definitely keep checking the website because we definitely will keep it updated.
You hear that, everybody? Thurkillsvision.com, correct?
Absolutely.
So we got Be Gone that came out, a few weeks ago?
Be Gone's been out a couple of months.
Oh, a couple months, okay.
Yeah, but it's our newest song. A lot of people don't know about it right now because it is just like a new release right now.
And do you plan to release anything else, or are you just going to save it for the CD?
As far as right now, there's nothing coming out. Like, we don't have any dates for anything being released anytime soon. We are going to be releasing some music this year for sure, and I just want to let our fans know that we are working very hard on writing those hits you guys love to listen to. So we'll make you proud this year. We promise. We're very focused on what we're doing right now, and we don't like to talk too much about it because we're definitely gonna try to surprise people and definitely deliver a good new CD in 2012.
I'm sure everybody can't wait, but I especially can't wait for. I mean, I like your stuff you're playing now, but I can only imagine how the new stuff's going to sound. Let me ask you this: when you guys, have downtime, you're not writing, you're not, you don't have gigs. Do you hit do you guys rehearse a lot, practice?
Oh yeah.
Oh God, yeah. We spend a lot of time with each other. We have separation anxiety for the most part. We've always loved being around each other. We like writing music, so say we don't even practice, we'll still get together, drink a couple of beers and hang out. So, but for the most part, we definitely do practice a lot. We get together, 3 or 4 times a week, and we're gigging every week too. So it's a tough schedule for us, but we love it.
Now, do you guys record every time you practice, just in case?
Yeah, that's something I would highly recommend. Anybody listening, that's a new musician or anything like that, I definitely highly recommend recording all your sessions. We've had plenty of sessions back in the day, and we've learned the hard way where we'd record and then, the next day be like, what did we play? But recording, listen to playbacks is definitely very important. So we all have our moments, but we don't have those moments anymore now that we record every session.
That's good, man. How has your music evolved from when you first got together till now? Has it changed?
Yeah, I mean, we always had a basic idea of what we wanted to go for as far as a sound. We never treated it like let's try to mimic this style or this band. We just definitely took influences, and because we did share a lot of similar influences, what came out, I guess, was cohesive in its own way. But over time and over the years, with the correct lineup and tones and everything, we have evolved, I guess, a more mature sound, I guess, for us. It was always there. You could tell, we wanted, to go a certain direction, but, obviously, early years for anybody is going to be like, what the fuck are we doing? But I'm sure, any musician listening right now would know and agree with me on that one.
Now, do you ever bust out, like, really old songs?
We'll not live. We'll bust out old school tapes, but we won't bust out an old school song live. We definitely have decks and decks of like tapes of us, messing around, pulling pranks on each other, and we have a whole bunch of song archives and all that stuff. But it's definitely interesting to hear your music. 9 years ago to now, it's like night and day. It's not even funny how fast it moves.
What do you think about that, Yamil?
Oh, I totally agree with them. I mean, it's basically, it's very funny when we do come across those tapes and we pop them in and we're like, wow. Like, hey, man, I wonder, everything's just so different. Everything, just, your own personal, your thought process, your everything that's going on at that point in time or in life. It's, different for, the next couple of years or whatever. And, things change and you get inspired by different things, but definitely the stepping stones are needed to get to the big boy stage, right?
Exactly, man, and everything. So, you guys have been playing for a while. Do you still get the pre-show jitters?
Yeah.
Not as much as we used to, but if we play the bigger stages, that's when we're fired up. We're amped up. But like the shows that we've been doing now, we still get fired up regardless because we love playing. But it's not like when I was like 14, 15 going on stage in the bars and stuff.
So
yeah, it used to be crazy. You used to get crazy nerve wrack when playing in front of a couple of janitors and a couple of tumbleweeds. But now it's you go out there and we get the opportunity to play, a couple thousand, at some shows that we've been able to play.
I can't even believe that.
And we're just like it's if you feel it for like a little bit when you hear the intro come on and you're like, okay, this is it. Until my brother, see you on the other side, let's make it. And basically, it's just like as soon as that first bass drum or cymbal hit is hit, it all goes away, and you're just like, wow, it's time to rock,
How did you guys get that uproar? Oh, so go ahead, David. What were you gonna say?
No, and then after that point, you pretty much black out. It's just us walking off stage. You have no idea what just happened.
That's awesome. How did you guys get that uproar gig? If you don't mind talking about that.
No. Well, we entered a contest with Rockstar Energies, and they had bands all over the United States competing for certain states, and you just had to log on every day and just keep voting for the bands. So the volume of fans that we have created some noise and got us to the top 10. Once we were the top 10, they had panel of judges listen to each individual band, and then they called us personally. Like Ernie Ball called me personally, and he was like, "Hey, you guys won!" And I was in my car, and I just freaked out.
That is awesome. Just him calling alone's awesome.
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, I just want to congratulate you guys. You guys won Uproar, and you guys will be playing at the Comcast Center." So
did they just hear or not demos, but did you send in your music, or did they actually watch you play live?
Well. Yeah, we submitted it. They had all the websites linked and all that, so we can post up our links on Facebook and all that. So anybody voting, you can check out our music on their actual site. But at the same time, they can go and visit us on Facebook and all that. But yeah, you can listen to it on that, and we just created a volume on there that got our votes to the spot that we got on.
Were you gonna say something, Yamil?
No. It's just basically, adding to what he was saying. Yeah, everything was good. I agree with him.
God, man, I can't even imagine playing in front of all those people. That's so rad.
It was insane. I'll tell you right now. We set out. We had hundreds and hundreds of demos that we had burnt prior, and we did have the EP for sale on our merch. But we wanted to give out some demos just for the fact that
exactly.
We are very new to some people, and we're not going to push something down your throat, but we really want you guys just to check us out. You know what I mean? And you guys take it from there. So we set out, we split it, we split the whole band up, and we just went up and down the whole entire parking lot. We got rid of like 350 CDs.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And just like about a half hour before we went on, as we go back on the stage, like getting ready to play and getting geared up and getting in the zone, we start to see people trickle in, and we're like, oh my God, like it's almost showtime, and like this place is not that packed, and we're like, oh man, like this is gonna be like, I hope hopefully everything goes good, and like we just closed our eyes, got in the zone, and once we got on that stage, so I don't know where all these people came from.
Magic happened, huh?
It was awesome.
That is awesome, man. I'm glad that was good for you guys. Did you actually gain more fans from that show?
Oh God, yeah. We've had a good outcome from the whole thing. A lot of fans emailing us, a lot of fans telling us they want us to go to this state, that state. So it's definitely a huge positive for us, and we enjoyed everything. The thing is, though, is that we're so used to being, when we were younger, on the other side of the barricade.
Yeah.
So for once, it's starting to feel good to be on the other side of the barricade, playing in front of all these people. We're partying with like Seven Dust and all that. So
that's awesome.
It was awesome to be able to do it. And the only reason why we were able to do it is because the volume that the fans gave us.
Now, did you guys videotape any of that, or were you allowed to?
What was that?
Did you guys videotape any of that show?
We have clips that you can check out on the website and stuff. We don't have full live stuff because the camera would distort it and stuff.
Right.
But you can see live clips. We dubbed some of our music over it. But you can definitely see like the mosh pits, like you can see us on the stage and all that stuff. Now, if it's the specific song that you want to look up would be Simple Day if you want to go ahead and catch that.
All right, cool. Did you hear that, everybody?
Yeah, Simple Day, everybody.
So let me ask you this: is there what advice can you give to a band starting out besides make sure you record everything that you do while you're practicing? What other advice could you give them?
Other advice I could give them, or we could give them, basically would be just try to pour your hearts out. Be real with your message, and if you believe in your music and in what you're doing, it's going to shine through. You kind of let that happen naturally. It's basically the way we always say, and what we live by is, if you want others to believe in you, you got to believe in yourself.
True.
And you have to believe in your product, and you have to believe in, anything you're standing behind. I'm pretty sure you would agree with that. And that's basically it. I mean, just practice, treat it, if you're really serious about it, treat it as it's basically your life, because it does take a lot of it. So
you guys all have full-time jobs?
For the most part, yeah, we have to. We have to pay bills still. We do have to, live, regular and do our thing and work. But after a long day of work, it does feel good to play in front of all our fans, and it kind of makes it seem like we don't have those jobs, and that's our full-time job, which is, what we want to do, because we just love rocking out,
Well, dude, I think if you keep persisting and you keep putting out this good music, something good's going to happen. I mean, I can almost bet on it.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I really do.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you guys want to plug before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I'd like to plug Sick Rockstar Clothing for all their support in 2011. All our fans for making 2011 a huge year for us. We won't disappoint in 2012, I promise. And to our great management team for making everything happen for us too this year. And thank you, sir, for having us.
Oh yeah, hey, I thank you guys for giving me some kick-ass music to play. I mean, I love it.
You're welcome, and it's an honor to be here. And thank you guys so much for everything.
There you have it. We have completed the interview with two members of Thurkills, David and Yamil. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and keep tuning in to their music. They'll be on Buzz Radio, which is on iTunes 24/7. We'll have the podcast up shortly, and I'd like to thank you guys for coming on.
Not a problem. I appreciate it, buddy. Much love.
And any new music, send it our way. We'll be glad to play it. And we wish you guys the best of luck and happy 2012.
Thanks, buddy. We'll definitely keep you posted. We'll check in.
Appreciate it, guys.
Not a problem, buddy. You take it easy.
All right, take care, man.
Dude. Rock on.
All right.
Late.
Bye.
The same. If a million years passed me in vain, I'm climbing up my walls, forgetting tomorrow still brings pain. I need the constant attention for everything I am letting go, but I get constant aggression, so overwhelming that it takes control. No excuses for everything that's ripped apart. Not sacred what your hands it always seems to be hard for me, so hard for you. This life is tough, but it's all I know. So be gone, and don't be afraid that you've gone too far. Participate in my game, objective, walk your path of shame, where no one hears your call, so it's driving you insane. You need the constant attention, always fearing of letting go. Now looking at a reflection of an image that you couldn't hold.